Now, Channel 8 Eyewitness News, Sports.
Husker football jumped to number 19 in the Associated Press Top 25 today. 3 other Big Ten schools stayed in the rankings. Michigan State at number 10, Wisconsin at number 17, and Ohio State right behind the Huskers at number 20. If you didn't stay up late to watch the game last night or missed the highlights at the beginning of this show, here's your update. Huskers put up plenty of points, beating Illinois 45-14 Saturday. They're undefeated 5-0 on the season. Ameer Abdullah, another 200 career rushing game. The Black Shirts forced 3 interceptions thanks to a defensive package you haven't seen yet this season, sometimes with 7 defensive backs on the field at a time and bringing in a third safety.
Bottom line is when they were going to go empty, no running backs in the backfield, we're going to match their speed with our speed. And we have the flexibility, and I think that our guys have an understanding enough to be able to do things like that.
It's something that I've used for a long time, and you got to be ready for it to actually be able to execute what we wanted to do out of it. And I thought this was a good week. Some things fit from week to week. It fit with what we wanted to do against what they wanted, against what they were trying to accomplish offensively. We had some free hitters. I thought we bothered their quarterback, threw him off rhythm a little bit, and I didn't want to run it towards the end of the game. And there's a lot more we can do out of that. But I thought for the first time for this group doing it, I thought they were pretty effective at it.
Especially with that new quarterback, we kind of gave him some looks that he wasn't really for sure on and didn't really see things that he wanted to see. He made, every time we were in it, I think he made 1 or 2 checks every time. So, it's good, to be versatile as a defense. So, a lot of offenses doesn't know what they're going to get when, we prepare for them or they prepare for us.
Let's take a look at the team stats. Nebraska rushed for 458 yards last night. They held the Illini to only 78. On the passing side of things, Illinois gets the better half, but didn't quite matter. Penalties, Nebraska had 8 for 70 negative yards. Both teams turning the ball over, the Huskers with an interception and a lost fumble. Here are a few of Nebraska's top individual performances. Tommy Armstrong didn't need to throw it much, but he rushed it 10 times for 232 yards. Ameer Abdullah with back-to-back 200 rushing yard games. Only Husker to do that since Amon Green. And Amani Cross with a career-high 22 carries, 109 yards, and a score. So it's football season. So what? That looks pretty cool to me. Royals fans haven't experienced that kind of excitement for 29 years. Kansas City still had a chance to win the division entering today, but the Tigers shut that door this afternoon with a 3-0 win over the Twins. So that leaves the Dudes in Blue with the wild card, hosting either Oakland or Seattle on Tuesday. But first, they'd have to get through one more regular season game. Regular season game taking on Chicago. Most of the starters sitting today. So this highlight brought to you courtesy of a lot of AAA guys. Top of the 6th, tied at 4, Carlos Peguero singles in Christian Colon. Kansas City would go on to win 6-4. Royals finished the regular season 89-7-3. They will host one of 2 teams, Oakland or Seattle, at home Tuesday night, right after the Chiefs play Monday Night Football.
We're going to the playoffs, and I think everybody in that locker room's excited. Everybody in Kansas City is excited. We've got home field advantage, so our fans get to, be a big part of it for us, and it's going to be a fun start to what we hope will be a pretty successful postseason.
So who will the Royals have next? Oakland had to beat the Texas Rangers today to clinch the second wild card. Sonny Gray shutout on the mound. Oakland wins 4-0, so they'll play Kansas City on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Derek Jeter's last game, Yankees and the Red Sox in his last at-bat. Derek Jeter gets an infield single and an RBI. Farewell, captain, and thank you. The Yankees win their last game with Jeter 9-5.
And they toss that ball.
Here's an update on the Huskers in the NFL Week 4. Levante David led the Buccaneers with 12 tackles. Jared Crick had 1.5 sacks for the Texans, and Alex Henry had a 51-yard field goal for the Lions. NFL rivalry game, Packers and the Bears earlier today. Aaron Rodgers, he had a day. Hits Randall Cobb for the touchdown. Packers take the lead 21-17. They win easily over the Bears. Jay Cutler, get this, now 1-10 all time against Green Bay. Your final score, 38-17. Packers win. Falcons visiting the Vikings. Teddy Bridgewater, the story of this one. Here in the second quarter, game tied at 14. He's going to scramble, and he would eventually find the end zone. And so Vikings take the lead, but he would hurt his ankle later in the game and have to be carted off. Vikings win 41-28. Husker soccer won today in overtime against Maryland at home 4-3. Europe won the Ryder Cup for the third straight year. And your pitching matchup for Tuesday, Royals and the Oakland A's. John Lester for the A's, James Shields for the Royals.
All right, thank you, Peter. We'll have one final check at your forecast after the break.